Hello everybody, AJ here. Now welcome to my first ever Let's Talk. Now, let's talk about Sephiroth versus Vergil. Now, I will be clearing things up here so you guys can get a general idea of what Sephiroth and Vergil can really do. As here they don't really show the full capabilities of both of them. Now, in a one-on-one, Sephiroth, Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth versus Vergil. You guys know Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth. That guy can literally stand up to Sora, who basically slashes faster than light, past bullets. Now here, they show just that, but not the canon. Sure, there's other sources you can find them at. Like here, I'll be clearing things up with this battle, and let's get started.
Through the millennia, legends were passed of a source of unlimited energy, the Promised Land. Unfortunately, all hope of finding this sacred ground had been lost, until the Shinra Electric Power Company excavated the remains of a being believed to hail from the very land they sought.
They called this weird naked purple lady Genova and thought that if they could bring her back to life, she could help them find the Promised Land. But apparently, they just didn't have any Phoenix Downs.
If they couldn't resurrect a being who could lead them to the Promised Land, Shinra decided they would simply create their own. After many experiments infusing Genova's cells with those of a human's, they
Yeah, that whole part is true, at best.
finally found their savior. His name was Sephiroth.
Where's perfect intro? Got that right. Let's look at the analysis for here.
With hair like that, it's no wonder he was created in a lab. Look at how
Single time he bathed.
Background, height, weight, age, all right. The one-winged angel, first class. You have the Utai War, true. Sword, I'll say on my own time. Then I'll leave it right here. Voiced by the bass singer NSYNC. No, not sure if that's true or not. I don't pay attention to voice actors. Get an hard guess what that means.
Why do you know that?
Soldier program.
Wait, this electric company has their own private military? I'd hate to
True.
miss a payment with those guys, especially if they sent Seph after me. I mean, look at the ridiculously long sword he keeps with him. That's his Masamune, this 7'2".
His arsenal, the blade, gold armlet, tough ring, and materia. Masamune's length. Now, the Masamune blade is said to be the life stream's sword, which they will mention later on. Not the part where I just said, the life stream. Gold armlet, tough ring. We don't really see much of those unless you play as him. As for materia, fire, earth, lightning, ice, revive, and restore. He has those, but they're very limited.
Behemoth of a blade is a lot like the Nodachi swords they used back in feudal Japan. But instead of wielding something long with two hands like those, Sephiroth only needs one.
Even that speaks nothing of his effectiveness as a warrior.
Yeah, you know when people spread legends of someone, they usually make him out to be even better than he really is?
Yeah. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. As far stronger than reality than any story you may have heard about him. That is true. But he tends to get cocky with his strength. Doesn't really go all out. And that's a downfall of his. Doesn't really go all out in the beginning.
It's the total opposite with Sephiroth.
Now I think about it, he doesn't really go out at all. We haven't seen his full strength yet, which we've seen in his safer form. And I'll bring that up again later.
With his superhuman speed, strength, and durability, Sephiroth was instrumental in ensuring Shinra's victory in the Wutai War, conquering the last free nation on the planet. He returned home a legend.
But all those warm, fuzzy feelings of victory didn't last long. While on a mission to the town of Nibelheim, Sephiroth found a bunch of books on the Genova project. That's when he discovered he was a secret science project the whole time.
The truth crushed Sephiroth.
Yeah, this is where he goes mad. This goes the truth. Well, he goes insane here. And Shinra hasn't told him about this. They either lied to him, or they just haven't told him yet. It's been a while since I've played Crisis Core, so can't really confirm that. So I'm sure all you Final Fantasy fanboys can confirm. Wait, let's continue.
And drove him mad. In a rage, he annihilated Nibelheim, but was stopped by a mercenary named Cloud Strife.
Now, get this part here wrong. Well, at first, they mentioned Cloud, but it was Zack who held him off. It was Cloud who did the final blow.
Sephiroth was impaled by the Buster Sword and fell to his death.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he doesn't die. His will manifests into remnants of his will, which he's able, with enough of his willpower, he can project himself in that remnant of what he has left behind.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. Which is what I would have said if Sephiroth hadn't dropped into a hole in the ground that led him to the giant Windows screensaver called the Life Stream.
The Life Stream is a buried river of energy which basically maintains life across the planet. Normally, merging with the Life Stream is the equivalent of entering the afterlife, but not for Sephiroth.
And this is where things get weird, so buckle up. Still conscious, Sephiroth's essence floated through the Life Stream for years until he absorbed enough energy.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned, which leads us to him being crystallized for a while.
To rebuild his body. With the energy of the Life Stream, he can control other beings with Genova's cells.
Including the corpse of
Which is true. He needs remnants. Again, with remnants. Bring this up because they play an important part. If you've seen Advent Children, you'll know.
Genova, who he manipulated like a puppet and disguised as himself.
Oh, what the hell? That's his mom? Who would do that to their own mom? I mean, I know she's a genocidal alien monster, but come on. Probably makes a good breakfast.
But Sephiroth's descent into the Life Stream offered him even more. It transformed him from a mere super soldier into the most dangerous being on the planet.
Not really, but his real strength and the time of his live stream are different.
He's strong enough to throw a
Now, go to his powers here. Superhuman powers, telekinesis, illusion casting, limited magic pool. Now, telekinesis, illusion casting, and superhuman strength. Those are true. But I believe Sephiroth still needs the materia to do most of the things he does. Techniques, Octo Slash, Energy Blade, Heaven's Light, Shadow Flare, Heartless Angel, and Supernova. Heartless Angel, Supernova, they transfer into safer form, which you see right down here. Bizarro Sephiroth, don't really know much about him. some doing research later.
And hundreds of feet skyward, move at supersonic speeds.
But yeah, he can't do these in his base form. These two right here. Not base. Kingdom Hearts, yes. But his base in this canon, no way.
And withstand brutal stab wounds through vital organs.
He's got illusion powers that can trick people by creating an entirely fake scenario. He can lift people with his mind, including himself, and then he can just fly. That's how it works, right?
Additionally, Sephiroth can cast magic thanks to his on-hand materia. Materia is crystallized life energy which grants different powers.
Materia is composed of energy from the planet, which is submerging into the life stream. Sephiroth no longer needs materia to cast magical techniques. That's sort of not true, because he still needs them. Well, at least his remnants do. But his will... Can't bring this up. Plus the remnants. He needs materia, so he can do most of the things he does.
According to the type of material.
Yeah, but however, in safer form, he doesn't need them anymore.
Used.
This lets Sephi attack with fire, lightning, ice, and earth-based magic. He can block attacks with barrier and reflect, and heal himself with cure and regen. And ever since jumping
And that's true. They're giving him his magic.
into the life stream, he's had unlimited access to his magical powers.
With his new godlike abilities, Sephiroth began a plan to stop mankind from drying up the planet's life force.
That doesn't sound so scary. Does that mean he's an environmentalist, or...?
But to do this, he decided to use black materia to summon
I like how they mentioned black materia, yet don't use it in the animation.
a giant meteor to destroy the planet and absorb all of its life energy for himself.
So, like, an opposite environmentalist. A planet vampire. I mean, we're talking about a guy who kicked a dude through solid concrete, murdered the crap out of a 30-foot serpent with a spike through the face, and tanked a dragon's flamethrower attack without even getting a teeth.
Yeah, for a dragon, Sephiroth has high defenses. Here.
He been hurt.
A particularly impressive feat considering this attack was capable of one-shotting fellow soldier Zack Fair.
Wiz, you may need to up your prescription, because that's definitely Cloud.
No, Cloud was just...
Yeah, mentioning Zack, comparing these two to the same. It was Zack who came first, then Cloud.
recalling false memories there. It was really Zack. However, it was Cloud who impaled Sephiroth pre-livestream with the Buster Sword.
Yeah, about that. It was Zack who won him down. Yeah, and Cloud took up Zack's Buster Sword and proceeded to supposedly finish off Sephiroth.
And holy God, is it huge! It's like 2 feet wide! You'd think a stab from that thing would just cut him in half. But
Yeah, see.
holy God, is it
Get to
huge!
that.
It's like 2 feet wide! You'd think a stab from
Here. Bring off to his side. Still intact.
that thing would just cut him in half. But Seth just kind of shook it off.
And in his rematch with Cloud, he blocked an attack strong enough to
Yeah, go. Now, the creator said Sephiroth was nowhere near his full power in Advent Children. It's because of the remnant of his will. He manifested his original form into that remnant. It wasn't at full power then.
crater the metal around him. Considering the diameter of the crater, the surface area of Sephiroth's feet, and assuming the most likely steel composition, I estimate this attack to equal nearly 1,600.
Yeah, that's his remnant. Yeah, base form is greater than this. Yeah, we're going off with half here. About 300 tons of force. I'm estimating around that. What they're showing here is half. What I'm assuming, at least, is the remnants. They are half of his power. Sephiroth is like a tank, his base form at least.
100 tons of force.
Sephiroth can use that wicked.
Now feats. Filled with Wutai War, slice through Mako cannons, tank Genesis fireballs, nearly destroyed planets. All true. Survived bust sword implant as well, true. About to 1,600 ton strike. His remnants defeated Zack, Genesis, Angeal, Tifa. He just knocked them down. Killed, but then got better. Not really, at least.
Sword to stab.
He died. He was supposed to be dead, yet his will lived on. That's where we get to safer form.
And lift wannabe heroes by their ribcage, slice through skyscrapers, and shoot energy beams that can shred these huge Mako cannons. And from the life
Yeah, I needed materia to do that, at least.
stream, Sephi figured out he could create new bodies or even take on other forms.
These forms greatly resemble certain creatures found in Christian and Jewish mythology.
He certainly looks the part
We're ignoring this part.
when he goes into his ultimate form.
And safer, Sephiroth. This is his true form of what he can really do.
He certainly looks the part when he goes into his ultimate form.
Regardless, Sephiroth
Here they show a clip of Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth.
does possess
Not
a
yet not sure why though.
single black wing, a blatant symbol of his fall from grace.
So basically Final Fantasy does everything it can to not be subtle. Just like Sephiroth's most devastating attack, Supernova, which decimates an entire solar system. Wait, if
He can do this in safer form, not his base. They're getting this confused. He can't do this on a whim. His safer form can.
Zeph is that powerful, how does anyone ever beat him?
Don't get the wrong idea here. There's a lot of debate over how Supernova actually works, but I think it's pretty clear that Sephiroth isn't creating the explosion himself. Rather, he's transporting his foes to a specific point in time within an alternate dimension.
Careful, Wiz, don't sell him short.
Just look at it. When he uses the attack,
Yeah, notice the shadow flare. One that I actually missed. None. If I can find that slide. Here. Supernova, Heartless Angel, Shadow Flare. These can be done with safer form. Yeah, not sure about Bizarro form, but safer. He's got these three. Go back here.
Supernova actually works, but I think it's pretty clear that Sephiroth isn't creating the explosion himself. Rather, he's transporting his foes to a specific point in time within an alternate dimension.
Careful!
Yeah, it's true. Sephiroth can transport others into a whole new dimension. Yeah, yet he can do this in safer. He needs materia in his base to do this. Not Supernova, but transport others into a whole new dimension.
Wiz, don't sell him short.
Just look at it. When he uses the attack, reality literally crumbles away like
Yeah, that's how he teleports them.
glass. This is identical to the animation for certain summoned creatures. According to the official Crisis Core Complete Guide, summons draw their targets into their own space in order to attack. And this is no
Yeah. True.
different. In the Dissidia fighting games, Sephiroth goes for the civil approach and opens a
Materia right here. not safer.
Dimensional hole to the explosion. The attack is even described as sending destruction even into other dimensions. And if he could summon planet-busting meteors at will, why did he go through so much trouble to get the black materia, which literally summons meteors?
He needed that to become very powerful. So sorry about that. Just a little cut needed there. But let's continue.
Much trouble to get the black materia, which literally summons meteors.
That would explain why the supernova doesn't hurt him. He's not really there, just using those illusion powers of his.
Not exactly illusions. He's... guess they're right with that. He's projecting himself towards there, making them what the others should see. What they want to see, really.
With all these...
Yeah, and as for supernova... Hold on.
It's meteors.
That would explain why the supernova doesn't hurt him. He's not...
Yeah, he's very powerful here. Most of God... He's basically above God class at this time. Savior Sephiroth is at best universal or dimensional at best, really. As safe, I'm placing safer Sephiroth there, as he can send others to a whole new dimension. Yet his base form is planet level. It's what I'm assuming here. No hate here, guys. Just no.
Really there, just using those illusion powers of his. With all these powers, I can't believe Cloud and friends were able to take him down.
He's not...
Yeah, because Sephiroth got cocky. And they had the skills required for that.
invincible, but he's damn powerful. Ever persistent.
Which is true. Safer form's powerful. Get base is not. Plus remnants. We're going with half of his power here again. Remnants are half of Sephiroth's power, not full.
Sephiroth departed with a final, chilling promise.
I will never be a memory.
Why does he sound so bored?
Creators made him like that. Now they're going into Vergil. I've gone on long enough, so I'm just going to end this here. I'll see you guys next time. Next time, Vergil. Then animation and the outcome. So 2 more left. Till then,